Hey everyone, how's it going? So I'm back with the daily updates, and for today's video, we'll just do the usual analysis from like the 3 day down to the lower time frames. And before that, I just want to do a little bit of a follow up on this pattern that we've been going over on the last videos, and basically it's near completion. The target is basically almost hit. It's just like $1,000 away, like $1,700 away or so. So looking at this target that I drew was basically the aggressive target, and the more conservative target would be around here, and it's basically already hit. So I'm not fully expecting for the 48 one to get hit. It might even get front ran, but it's been a pretty good rally. Like from here to here, it's like literally 50%. We'll just measure it. It's more than 50%. It's basically 60%. That's a very good, very decent rally. And basically, it's going into the higher time frame resistance now. So whether you're bearish or bullish, there's gonna be a pullback here. It's just like that. That's how price action works. Once it hits a big resistance, it's gonna pull back. We just have to see if the pullback is gonna be a breakdown or if it's gonna be another higher low, and we start to build something up and try for this resistance perhaps around like 53ish, 50, like the low 50s, and then see how it's gonna manifest and take it step by step, obviously. But personally, like, there's nothing I like more than seeing Bitcoin take out the highs and just continue on, because I have like a 2x net long from 31, and that would be an easy payday if Bitcoin triples from here or quadruples or just like goes on like a crazy rally and continues the bull run like it did in 2015, I believe, where it put a high, it did like a couple month consolidation and then broke out, took it out, and put an even higher high, put another a bigger rally after. So there's nothing more I like to see than that happening, but it's just not very likely. I'm not really seeing the higher time frames show too much, and it's not really changing anything. Like all the time frames, 3 day, weekly, the higher time frames, they're all pointed down. So it's been a good rally. It could turn into something. It has potential, but to me, the odds are against it. But I'm not looking to let go of my position, my 31K long. And once we get to this area, I'm just gonna hedge it, and depending on how the pullback goes, or if we don't like, even if like let's say we don't even pull back and we try for this resistance, then obviously I'm gonna manage it and potentially close it, let it run more, and then hedge here again. And I'm gonna be playing it according to my strategy, and basically it's because of my strategy that I ended up with the long from 31, and I have faith in my strategy, and I'm gonna follow my rules, and I know that it's gonna basically keep me safe and allow me to have a decent PNL. And like so far it's been amazing. Like this long from 31 to here, it's been one of the best longs I've had. Like it's basically been one of my best PNLs. So I'm just gonna stick to my plans. I'm not really like there's nothing, like I said, there's nothing more I like to see than for it to take it out, but the technicals are still against it. So moving on to the analysis, we'll do actually let's do the weekly because I haven't been making videos. So we'll just start from the weekly and then go to the lower time frames. So weekly is obviously it's going into the weekly resistance. Stokes are up. Stokes are showing strength. Um, a good four weeks, basically a month, that we've been printing green candles, and this obviously needs a little pullback. Whether it's going to be a higher low or it's going to spit it out and destroy destruction, we'll just have to wait and see how it closes. Um, we'll check it out on our volatility chart. Yeah, it's showing that the stoke momentum is, the downward pressure is decreasing, and the MACD momentum is decreasing. MACD potentially has a cross coming, but we just have to see how it goes. We just have to see how the structure manifests into the higher time frames, 3-day and above preferably. And volatility is not telling me too much. That's the healthy amount of auto-know there. This one is decreasing, I would say. So it was retracting as the price was breaking down, and here it expanded a little. No, I would just call this a retraction. Like, this is an overall, like, the price going down is still retracting. So I would actually say healthy amount of auto-know here too. Like, I'm not gonna try to get a read out of it when it's not clear. And yeah, healthy amount of auto-know on the volatility. Weekly on our RSI. So this is the way like, I'm not really seeing anything on TSI or RSI. No divergences, nothing. But on the higher time frames, 3-day and weekly, this is actually my secret sauce. Like, I shared this on one of the other videos. Like, when the RSI is above the bullish control zone, which is basically 60 and above. I believe it's 65. I am not sure why this is showing 60. Yeah, we'll just call it 60 for now. I just have to double check on the numbers and the notes that I have. But basically, above the 60 line, once it's above there and it's maintaining, that's usually your bull markets. And we can see here, during the rally while the price was going up. Take some of the stuff off. Take the drawings off, put the indicators back. What? Okay. Hide drawings. And we got indicators. Perfect. Yeah, so we can see here, as soon as we took out the previous high that we had in the cycle before the bull run was confirmed, as soon as we took it out here, RSI went into the bullish zone, went into, like, right over here, October 5th. You can see right here. It went in here and it stayed. So as long as it's above this area, as long as it's above the 60 line and it's maintaining, doing whatever, this is basically bullish to me. But here, once it rejected it, we can see on April 19. See April. See right over here. First sign of, like, we put the first lower low, RSI gave up the bullish control zone. So that's the way, that's the professional way to trade RSI. You can't just be like, oh, number's too high, so it has to pull back, bro. That's not the professional. That's not how the professionals use it. You look at it as a sign of strength. If it's in the bullish zone, then that's your bull market. If it's in the bearish zone, that's obviously your prolonged bear markets. And I use this specifically on the 3-day and the weekly to basically change my strategies long term, uh, and basically go from, like, an aggressive bullish strategy and like a bull market strategy to a bear market strategy, or like to like the in between levels. And right now the weekly is not even near the bullish control zone, obviously. And the next one that we're going to do is a 3-day. So when we come to this section, we'll do the same RSI analysis on the 3-day as well. So 3-day on our Stoke chart. Stokes are nice and erect, riding the top. And this is, I've mentioned this in all the other videos. When the Stokes is up here, this is completely bullish. Like, this is a very good sign of strength. And obviously for the relative time frame, like, it's bullish for the 3-day. Like, it's not, it's not gonna mean that it's bullish for the higher time frames. It doesn't mean that just blindly long it. It just means that this is powerful stuff. It's riding the top Bollinger Band. This is pretty much a very good sign of strength. So when it's here, it doesn't mean that it's gonna go down. It means, like, it can stay here. It can just go on a straight line up here. When it goes up and curls back down and goes back into the pink box, that's where I look for reversals. That's basically like a sell signal to me. And when it does the opposite at the bottom, that's a buy signal to me. So this is showing strength. This is very strong. On all three Stokes are showing this, like the very reactive, the least reactive, and the lesser reactive, and the very least reactive. They're all going up there. So showing strength. 3-day on volatility. Momentum on the MACD is increasing. We have a MACD cross, and the the moving averages are expanding. And obviously, I don't use it for the crosses on the MACD. I just use this for the momentum that it shows on these bars. And stock momentum obviously increasing. Volatility, not saying too much on this one. The other one I believe is expanding. Yeah, so this one has been expanding as we basically broke out from 31. So this is showing good strength. It's going above the EMA. The EMA has a nice curve up, so this is showing strength on the volatility as well. And volatility increasing as the price is increasing, it's showing me that the rally has potential. It's real. It has the support behind it. So basically, not much else here. So 3-day on this chart. TSI, I believe, yeah, it has a nice curving bottom, and obviously this is confirmed that this is our midterm bottom. I wouldn't say short term. That this is definitely looking like it's a midterm because we've been going up for about a month now. So I would definitely call this midterm, not yet long term. This is what's gonna test it. This area is gonna test it to see if this is long term, and you can see we're literally at resistance right now. Like this might not even make it to my target, but it's I from what I see overall, I do think that this has one more leg to go. And we have two drives of bullish divergence on the 3-day that are basically played out, mostly played out. And obviously, as I've mentioned before regarding divergences, I consider it played out after we have a high confirmed. Like let's say we have to have a red, we have to have a lower high, or sorry, a higher low after one of these tops, like to confirm it as a top and to confirm that okay, it pulled back, that the upside momentum basically paused, it did a pullback, and it's printing a higher low. So until I see that, I can't fully consider that these are played out, and this could potentially have one last leg to go, like to get to this area. Basically, like it could potentially get to 49ish even. So I might have to adjust some of my limit orders because I have limit orders from 47 to 48 to hedge my long and basically to cover myself and make it delta neutral. Yeah, so basically TSI is doing the nice bottoming curve, confirming that this was a midterm bottom. And RSI right now, and we basically the same thing that we talked about the bullish control zone. It's going in there, but like the curve of this, I'm not really excited about this. Like this could just like flop over. It could be literally rejected. So we just have to see how the next closes affect this, and if this is gonna go up here, test the edge of it, come back in, see how the EMA reacts. Like the potential is there for this to do something, definitely to turn this into a higher like this, like me saying that this was a midterm bottom. Like if this continues on and kind of takes out some of this resistance and starts grinding around here, this could turn into some high time frame stuff potentially and start changing the biases of the high time frames and try to do something, try to extend the structure. But we just have to see. Like there's no predicting this stuff. And you can see here, like when you look at it at this, it literally looks like it's rejecting. It literally looks like it's flopping over, but when you really zoom in, it looks like it has something. But like I'm not excited about this curve. Like this is not the posture I want. Like I want it to be aggressive, like going in like this. You can see this was basically like the beginning of our bull run. Like this was the first leg of it, little pullback, and then this is like full bull market, full bull mode. And yeah, so I'm gonna try to make, wow, it's already been 15 minutes, so I'm gonna try to do the rest of it really quickly. So we'll do the daily now on our Stoke chart. As I said, this is good. This is showing strength. This is riding the top of it, basically going in a straight line, and definitely could still have more to go. Yeah, all the stocks are good on this time frame. Daily on volatility and momentum. Momentum is wearing off a little bit on MACD and Stokes, but it's just, it's really, really top. It's riding the top, so it's just natural that it kind of zigzags up there, but it still has strength. It's still showing me strength. Volatility not telling me too much. Not on this one. This one is not really doing much either. So it expanded from the bottom, obviously. Like as we put this on, it started expanding, but it's not really exciting. You know what I mean? Like we want to see it change color. We want to see it take out the EMA. We want to see the EMA slope up. But this is like not. I'm not excited about that, to be honest. Like that's kind of like a. That's just like meh to me. So yeah. Yeah, not much else on this. So daily on this chart, no divergences. TSI, I believe that the nice curling bottom. Not really a curling bottom, but it's definitely showing a different posture. Like if you're comparing it to what's going on here, it's definitely showing a changed behavior. That's the best read I can give out of that. And just gonna put the order blocks back here just to that didn't really help. Well, we already know where the resistance are, and obviously, like this just two giant order block. This order block here, potentially the top of it could get tested, if not the next one. And by here, like if it even gets to here, I'm definitely expecting a decent pullback, whether bearish or bullish. There's got to be some pullback here because this is a major area. Yeah, so now we'll do 12-hour and 4-hour quickly and then wrap it up. 12-hour, same posture, bullish. We can see here we had a bear divergence. It didn't even bother with it. It just kept going. So this is definitely showing strength. 12-hour on volatility, not telling me too much. Healthy amount of I don't know. Like obviously it expanded here. Like this was our bottom. It expanded here. Redlined, kind of went down and kind of going back up. So it's consistent. It's like expands while it's going up and retracts a bit while it's going down. So this definitely tells me that this this price action is supported by it's real price action. It's not like shorts closing. It's not like something over some random news that just caused the pump. Like this is literally constructive price action. That's what this suggests to me. This one not really. Yeah, to be honest, this is saying the same thing as this. So I would look at it the same way, except the part that this is retracting. So I would say they have the same confluence. They're giving me the same they're telling me the same things. Um Momentum, same as the daily. This one is expanding a little bit, this one is retracting a little bit, and obviously they're both topped out, so you can kind of expect it to try to cool off a bit and then continue and try to cool off. So do 12-hour on this one. I don't think there's divergence. Oh yeah, this is the same bearish divergence. It didn't really even bother with it, just kept going. So, and this is definitely a sign of strength. Like when you see a divergence that just completely gets ignored. So TSI I don't think doing too much. Same thing as, yeah, just showing that something different is going on. That's basically it. Not really anything exciting. So we'll just do the 4-hour quickly and then wrap it up. Hopefully keep this under 20 minutes now. It's kind of long. Yeah, so 4-hour this had this little pullback, and I actually longed it on my scalp account. And it's looking okay right now. It's looking, obviously we just put a low here, and then this thing kind of curved right back up, and we put a nice higher low, and it's looking like it's gonna get continuation. It's looking like it's gonna grind this and potentially try for the 48. And we'll just have to see. We'll just have to see how much the last leg has, how much strength it has. Is it gonna just break right through this and kind of get rejected here, or kind of get rejected in this area? And you can see in this order block, I have a liquid zone. Like all these boxes are order blocks, and when I have a line inside the box, like a small area, that's obviously a liquid zone. So I am not really. I honestly don't think it's going to be able to get past through this area without first pulling back. And yeah, so looking good. It's looking good all the way down to even the lower time frames, and like these pullbacks have all been healthy, like all just higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, showing a lot of strength. And the Stokes are not even coming below. um you can kind of consider the same thing, like the strength thing that we talked about on the RSI, like being above 60. And you can see this is showing strength. This is like on the consolidations, you see it tests the top, tests the bottom, tests the top, tests the bottom. But here it doesn't, like this is our bottom when we're in trending modes. Like it's literally testing the middle and going back up, like it just wants to keep riding the top. So that's just all signs of strength to me. Not much else on this one, and we are already over 20 minutes, so I'll just wrap it up really quickly. Volatility expanding as we were going up, and now retracting a bit. So this one I would say not really telling me too much. This one, the BBW volatility is in line with what the price is doing. The price is going up, it's expanding, the price is kind of coming down, it's cooling off, retracting, and then going back up, expanding again. So this is in line with everything being constructive. This one doing the same thing it was doing on, I believe, the 12 hour or the day, or oh no, I didn't change the time frame. Sorry guys. I'm kind of trying to rush into this. Yeah, so the 4 hour and the chart's frozen. Yeah. Yeah, so the 12-hour volatility was doing that. Let's see what the 4 hour volatility is doing now. As soon as this reloads. Sorry, it's just too many charts and stuff open. It really makes it lag. I don't know how I can fix that. I even restarted it and tried to make it faster. But yeah, so the 4 hour, yeah, the volatility is basically doing the same thing as the 12 hour, and kind of with this one I'm not really sure what's going on here. Doing the same thing as it was doing on the 12 hour. It's like in line with the price action, but here the price is going up, this is retracting. So I would kind of ignore this, but this one is in line with what the price is doing, so this is in confluence. Stoke momentum kind of neutral, not really, like it's like a little up, little down, little up, little down. So that's just like, because it's riding the top and like it kind of needs to cool off. So overall still showing strength. 4 hour on RSI, no divergences. TSI not really gonna be saying much, and that's basically it. And I believe yeah, basically all the moving averages are sloping up. They're all like they're all kind of doing their own crosses and stuff. The only cross that I have seen that I want to put weight on is potentially, it's still not even there yet. So let me just double check. I always mix up these numbers. So 100 and 200 kind of testing each other, didn't really cross. The 50 and yeah, the 50 has a chance to cross both both the 100 and the 200, but it's obviously not there yet. I think the 12-hour did some crosses though, like confirmed crosses, and has the moving averages expanding, and we can see right here the 50 and 100, yeah. So the 50 and 100, we have the classic golden cross on the 12-hour, and the price tested it, and it's continuing. So this is a valid cross. But because it's the first cross after a lot of downtrends, it's not really going to give us too much. It's usually the second crosses and the higher time frame crosses that's going to give us more. So this one is there. This one is valid on the 12-hour. But the daily, nothing is there. Nothing is confirmed yet. They're trying. Obviously, they're all sloping up. They're all trying to kind of cross each other. But none of the main ones are doing it yet. So we'll just have to wait and see. So I think that's it for today. Sorry, it's a little bit on the longer side. It's like 25 minutes. So yeah, that's everything for today. So we'll just leave it here, and I'll make another video tomorrow after US Open. Take care, be safe, and have a wonderful day, everyone. Bye.